Shame TV East, watch what's going on, people. What up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up? Shame. 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 Okay, the echo should be gone. What is up, Darren? Triple C. What's going on, people? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Shame TV, and I am your host. What's good? Welcome, welcome. What's up, Tulsa? Bop, 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 bop. You guys know how I am sometimes when I got a live stream and I got a lot on the title. Sometimes I gotta rush through it. Sometimes I don't. But tonight's one of those nights because I got to pack. So going out of town. So yes, to Boston, my favorite out of town. But so I can't be up here too long because I still got clothes to wash and then dry and pack. So, but we're gonna get it in nevertheless. Okay. Now, I brought you guys here tonight to talk about Zackt TV shooting. It was a breakdown done by Brother Wax, who is affiliated with this show. Good brother. And so we're gonna go through that. And damn, I just noticed that shit too. But Darren, that's crazy. But we're gonna go and we're gonna break that down a little bit. We're also gonna be talking about the brother says to keep your women away from sisters. Now, this brother was an older gentleman, and I'll show you who he is in the whole nine. You'll hear him say it. So you really ain't got to take my word for it. He was actually talking to a younger brother, and it was telling him basically telling this dude not to mess with sisters, not to and if you got a white girl, keep your white girl away from the black women because she gonna corrupt her. And now that's the first time I've ever heard that. Now I'm not gonna go too deep on that. I'm just saying that's the first time I ever heard of black women corrupting white women. What the hell? How? But nevertheless, we'll go into that. And lastly, just for a split second, I'm gonna show you guys something to prove that officially Sarnetta is officially a clown. And from here on out, I'll just be referring to him as such. He's a clown. He's a really sick old man, and that's the end of that. You know. More power to him though. Moving forward, hope he gets over his elderly childishness syndrome. It's called ECS. That's what Sarnetta suffers from. ECS, elderly childish syndrome. So let's get ready to get in. The room is getting pretty full already. We only been up here, what, 4 minutes, like almost 20 people here. So I guess we can start and everyone else could just fill in as they come, you know? Yeah, it happens. I don't know what's wrong with him, but you know what we're going to do for Sarnetta? We're going to go ahead and get him out of the way because he'll probably be over here. And gonna go ahead get this fuck nigga out of the way. Excuse my language, guys. I didn't plan on cussing tonight, but you know. Okay, this This old guy had a show the other day, and I generally call in his shows to fuck around with him. And depending on what they're talking about, I always be respectful. I don't be, talking shit and doing the shit he does, because I would be no better than him. So anyway, yeah, ECS, that's what he suffers from, a fear. So anyway, he's having a show, he's talking, and when he sees me in the chat, he immediately just goes, he's like a kid with a no, what did he say? He's like a dog chasing a car, you know what I'm saying? And then, but just imagine the dog actually catches the car. He wouldn't even know what the fuck to do with it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's how he acts, like, oh my God, he's there. I don't know what to do with him. You know what I'm saying? Damn right, Quad, every goddamn day. Gonna do it twice this stream. So anyway, I go over there, say my general peace people to the chat, blah, 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 blah. Here he goes. Immediately goes in. See, we got haters over here. I recorded it, but I'm not even going to play it because it's not worth my time. I'd rather just tell you about it. So he comes over and starts talking shit and saying how we got haters in here. And I'm like, damn, G, I thought we ended this hater stuff a while ago, when you came over there and apologized when we were in Triple C's chat and coming through the chats, and I was like, hey man, you went and confessed. You told the world that Polite was doing all these things, the same things that we said he was doing, and you called us haters. So anywho, he's never apologized. He never will, because he doesn't care. That means that apology was contrived. So we're gonna actually I went over there, and of course he was like, call in. He said it so much, him and his audience, so in the chat. So I called in. I really called in because I wanted to voice my concerns about some shit that was going on with Reggie and Garfield, that they were having a stream about, some more incorrect bullshit. And he starts going in asking me about Kev Gills. He was playing some audio or supposedly a soundbite. I don't know what he played because I wasn't listening to the stream. Like I keep telling this nigga, I ain't doing this. I'm not a show guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all. I don't understand by now. So anyway, he's doing all this funny shit. So I take the opportunity to do what I always take the opportunity to do when I talk to that weird nigga, is to say, yo, why do you keep doing weird shit when you could do righteous shit? Why do you want to be a clown when you could be a prince? You could take that platform and you got enough fan base to be dangerous, just a little bit enough to be dangerous. So you could take that shit and really make an effect and an imprint. But typical Sonetta, when I say these things, what up, Leonard? When I say these things, he pretends because he knows I'm saying real shit. And so his audience is listening, so he can't pretend. He can't like say the shit he wants to say, because then he'll look like a fucking clown. So anyway, he goes on and he's, well, yeah, we're good. Actually, Shane, I know you got t-shirts that you sell, and I told people to start sending me their products free of charge, and I'm gonna put it up on my platform, and advertise it for them. And so I said, yo, that's some real shit. That's some real nigga shit, to take your platform and have people with ideas, as long as they send it to you. You don't have to pay for anything. They send it to you. Boom. Just wear this one time. Set this up on your desk. Do this, do that. That's some real nigga shit. No, he hasn't mentioned the awards lately because he knows that shit's not coming through. See, what he's doing now, right now, he's going to go do a video saying, see, I was playing chess with Brother Shane. I wanted him to advertise my award show. So why you want, nigga? I only got like 1,300 subscribers, nigga. What the fuck? How I'ma advertise your shit? You got like way more than me. Like it doesn't even make sense. But finishing up, this weird nigga, he couldn't be phony on the show because I was saying real shit. So he couldn't be phony. So people would have noticed it. So he pretended like everything was all good. Like, okay. And I told him, I said, hey, you haven't seen me making videos about Sarnetta. Have you guys seen me making videos? Because I said you was trying to act like you was coming clean. And I said the main reason I banged on Sarnetta was that bullshit he did protecting Polite and all the other fucking scam artists and pieces of shit who have come out to be known now as pieces of shit or opportunists and shit like that. Yo, I said, I'm a bang on you for that, nigga, because you're letting this happen. All these people have the common denominator is you. Everybody's coming through your platform. But I said, if you start exposing these niggas, why would I say anything to you? You're doing the right thing. So anyway, obviously he misses the attention. So he comes back and he says, yo, you can send me a shirt. And basically as a sign of peace, basically. And I'm like, okay, no doubt. So any route, here's what ends up happening. I'm going to take it off for a second and watch what this fucking clown does. Okay? Now, this nigga sends a message and the shit says, peace, brother. This is Sarnetta. Are you going to send my shirt? 1X. Okay? Saturday. All right? 112. We come over some more. Excuse me, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. We come over some more. Here you see me responding to the text. Yeah, I got you. Guaranteed. Okay. Then you see this nigga. He spelled this shit. Behemoth. Are you going to send my shirt? Brother, this is the next day. Like, even if I sent it Saturday, nigga, you wouldn't have got that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You don't have any shirts? You fucking shameful bastard. But this is what he says to my phone. So I want all his fans to know this is how this nigga really is. This is why when he asked me on his show, brother, and this is my last reply before I blocked his number. It says, and my reply is, you being weird on my phone, G. Don't cross lines, man. And that's the end of that. And this is how this nigga is. This is why when he asked me on his show, did I want to be on his show with him? And when I come on and his show and finally come on and end all this and do an interview and all that bullshit, I said, hell nah, nigga, because I know how you are. You're full of shit, dog. I gotta fuck with you from a distance. And that's how I fuck with you. You're still a brother. I don't hate you, but you a weird ass nigga. You do weird, stupid shit. So until I realize that you're not gonna do those things, then I might end up do an interview with you. But nigga, that would probably be by the time you 66. Keeping it 100% fucking real, like at the route that you're going and the way you be acting and shit. Shame. This shit is sad, man. But this is how this nigga really is. So of course he better not be expecting anything from me. Like, I don't play games like that. I already told you I don't play games like that. I'm a real person, and you've officially once told me and everybody else again that you are interested in nothing except being a fucking clown on YouTube. You have no intentions of taking this platform and moving your platform in any direction righteous for our people. You're just going to be that same fuck ass nigga that you always are. Luckily for me, I'm not Kev Gills, and you can't catch me in shit like that. But other than that, shame, shame, shame. This nigga also, and he had the nerve to try to say, you won't come on my show because your fans will turn on you. I'm like, what are you talking about, nigga? I don't have fans, man. I got like a couple hundred loyal people, G. Like, and then with them, a lot of them are silent. And then when you go to the vocal, there's like 60 people, G. Like, what are you talking about? It's fucking stupid, man. Niggas is fucking retarded. But here we go. Moving on. We're gonna break down this old brother real quick so we could get to the Zack TV thing. Here we go. I'm gonna screen share and we can get this on.
stay away from the black women. Stay away from them. Shit. Why should I stay away from them? I mean, yeah, what? Well, you don't want them like that around, but they're going to teach them bad habits. They're going to teach them how to bad habits. You hear me? Yeah. You see. Stay away from black bitches. Keep your black. If you got a white woman, keep away from the black women. Keep the fuck with. But a matter of fact, she don't want you fucking with them no way. So what's the number one reason not to fuck with a black woman? That she can produce other than pussy. Pussy won't spin. You better know that by now. Yeah, I know that. Niggas like eating it though, but that's that don't get them no money though. That won't get them no money. I'm with you on that. I wear $300 boots and big expensive hats. I drive a Mercedes Benz. You understand? My drawers is sick. Shit. That's what I like. Well, I got a roll of money when I go somewhere. The man say how much? I want it. I don't ask him how much. That's where you want me to get, brother. Shit. I call the man up in Wichita, Kansas. Send me a pair of boots. Send me a pair of those little cheeses. Expensive boot. You can't buy them around here. Send me a pair of little cheeses. Listen. Yes, sir, Mr. Ivory. Money talks. Bullshit walk. So you want something more than booty? You want a bank account? There you go. You get a bank account. You get the choice of booty in the world. That ain't but a 5-minute thrill. Don't waste your time, brother.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Shame TV East Watch. Let's talk about this for a second, guys. Now, if you wanna, it's just nasty. It really is. It like the point. My whole thing is this, man. You could say what you want to say and feel how you want to feel about relationships. Okay? But why would you specify how white women or keep your woman away from your white girl, away from sisters because they're going to corrupt them? First off, when did, and I'm not trying to offend a bunch of white women out here. It's not my intent. But I just want to know,
shame. Shame. Shame.
When did you start needing someone to help corrupt you? The word around the campfire about white women is that you don't need to prod them and poke them to do anything. You don't need as a matter of fact, you had better watch out being corrupted by them. And I'm talking to black women. But did you hear the shameful shit from this nigga's mouth, man? I'm going to play it one more time.
Stay away from the black women. Stay away from them. Shit. Why should I stay away from them? Yeah, what? Well, you don't want them like that around, but they're going to teach them bad habits.
You don't want that. What planet is this nigga from, yo? That's why a nigga like him, this what happens when I say, and I've said this more than a few times, probably not on my platform, but just to people in general that I have conversations with, that if you start getting a lot of women and stuff because you got money, nigga, it's not because of you. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the money. So you have to realize that you're buying them. And what happens is fellas like this probably didn't really land women like that. You know what I'm saying? Just on his own, just being him. You know what I'm saying? So he had to get a lot of money to get their attention. and it starts to, it seems, he seems a little bitter. But the only reason I'm playing it is because he's so shameful because of his age. Like, nigga, you should have got over that bitterness by now. You too old to be sounding like that, man. This must be Sonetta's brother.
You don't teach your white women, Daniel. You hear me? Yeah. You see. Stay away from black bitches. Keep your black. If you got white woman, keep away from them black women.
That nigga was serious too. He whispered it. He was the Negro whisperer. That nigga said, "You got a white woman. Keep her away from that." Why are you whispering, nigga? Fucking. And this is why at a certain point in my life, I used to say the same dumb shit that says, and I still think it to a degree. Like, when you a certain age, I just watch you differently. That's all. Than somebody younger than me. When you're older than me, or someone in my age group, if you're like old enough to be my grandfather type shit and father type parent type shit, I start to watch you. Because a lot of them niggas from that era sound just like this.
She don't want you fucking with them no way. So what's the number one reason not to fuck with a black woman?
He says she don't want you fucking with them no way. Of course a white woman doesn't want you messing with your own kind. I wonder what that's about, but we'll keep listening. This nigga is hard to listen to.
She don't want you fucking with them no way. So what's the number one reason not to fuck with a black woman? If she can produce other than pussy. Pussy won't spin. You about to know that by now. Yeah, I know that. Niggas like eating it though, but that's that don't get them no money though.
The bitterness is too much to bear from a grown ass man. It's really hard to listen to.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So let me get this straight. Your whole happiness as a person on this planet is wrapped up in how much material wealth that you can attain. Before we move on to the real topic of the night, which is the Zack TV shooting breakdown, I'm going to say this. I know people who have basically $1 million money. And they're not happy. It appears that they are. It really appears to be that way. But I know that they're not. That's why it never gets me like that. Like, I strive to have my own business, and those in the background know what business that is and what I'm trying to do and stuff like that. I strive for that because of security, in a sense. Meaning, me personally, I'm a paranoid type of person. So I'm always thinking of a worst case scenario. What's the worst case scenario? So I kind of try to be, I always think of it in a sense of trying to be prepared for it. So once I'm in a situation where if there's a problem that arises and I can easily take care of it, I'm good. I don't show my little paranoid side at all. So I look for comfort in a sense, but I'm not looking for happiness through it, because for real, most of the time when I'm with my kids, I'm happy. My family, I'm happy. I played that for anyone who's listening to recognize what America really does to Black people. It's just another example of what happens to us in this country. They turn you into a capitalist so that you will think that everything is about money. No, everything that they produce and have to do with is about money.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
This is crazy. I can't even hear any more of that shit.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Okay, let's move on, guys. I'm going to screen share one more time, and then we're going to break this down. I think my man Wax cleared the video, but I still got it. So I'm going to have to talk because y'all not going to hear it. Boop, 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 boop. Hold on, let me get right here. Okay. All right, guys, this is the breakdown here. I want to be able to see y'all comments, so I'm going to go to my page. All right. Okay, here we go. And just so everyone knows, whoever comes across this video, the brother Wax was just giving his opinion on what he's seen through the actual footage that he got his hands on to and was actually able to see. That's it. You're not telling that he's the end all be all or anything like that. Yeah, he does sound like a black exploitation movie. Not Wax, but brother.
Some people just got murdered.
Okay, right here. Hold on. Right here. This gray car right here, okay, is allegedly that's Zack's car. Okay, this is Zack's car. As you can see, the door is open here on the passenger side. All right. All right. You got a car in front, and you got a car right here on the side.
How much time between the shooting? At this point, we know Zack is already dead.
Now, what he's saying now is, at this point, we don't know how long between the shooting that these brothers, like the cars was actually there, because at this point, the brother is already dead.
How much time between the shooting, crash, and whoever's filming pulled out the camera and started filming?
So we don't know the time between the crash and who pulled out the camera and started shooting from that point. You know what I'm saying? From the moment they started pulling out the camera and started shooting, like we don't know, but it had some time, had to have had already. Apparently, he's saying that it had to be some time because of the way the crime scene is already spread out and shit. Basically, meaning we don't see them running away from the car or shooting in the car, etc.
So if we have black,
Okay. This circle right here is the driver of this car. All right. We think this is all alleged. This person here is the driver of this car. This one right here is the contact man, or basically when the street slang like the nigga on the ground. This brother right here, he comes out of the front passenger side of this car. All right.
Also, the driver in the vehicle, we never see the never of the vehicle, which is given instruction from the vehicle. That we are not yelling.
All right. So apparently you hear a lot of yelling because there's still somebody in this car. Now, I don't know if he's the driver, because if he's the driver, that means this dude is the driver of this car and came from this car over here, and he was with him. Wait a minute, let me try. I'm trying to get it correct, guys, because this is not my video. I'm just going off of someone else's. Okay, let's do this again. I think this is guy right here came from this car, and he's the driver. And this brother was also coming out of this car. This dude right here, you can't see him in the brown, but it's a brother standing right here in the brown. He obviously had to have gotten out of the passenger side of this truck, and he's getting out of the back of this car, which means, and this brother right here is talking to someone, which means somebody's still right here in the car, more than likely giving directions. Now, the plan, what he thinks is that the plan went south, that the way it happened wasn't supposed to be the way it happened. That's why you have so many people out here. Basically, a cleanup crew is what it is. Because if you're gonna pop one person, you don't need that many people. So for you to kill one person, you don't have to have all of these dudes, dogs. Like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's standing outside the car. Like I said, if you look right here, you can see that's a man, that's a person. Okay, he's wearing brown. Just where he's standing, you can't barely see his shadow. Like you can see this dude's shadow from the light above or whatever. But somebody's still sitting in this car. But you don't need all these dudes to kill this one person. So apparently something went wrong. Oh, stop. The dude in brown, when the camera moves, the dude in brown runs straight to Zack's truck or car. He runs straight to Zack. This is Zack's car. Zack TV is apparently dead in the car. Okay? But his driver's side door is closed, his passenger door is open. And this dude runs directly to the car. All right. He's in there right now. To get what? We don't know. Okay. Right here, coming from around the corner, that's more than likely, that's the shooter. Okay. This is a cleanup crew, is what this is. This is more than likely the shooter right here coming from around the corner. Watch, this nigga's walking right up to them. Now the driver of the gray car is about to open the door, saying something. Says something, and then he didn't get out, but he's still yelling orders at these niggas. Now this dude came. You seen him come from around the corner, so he ain't just no happenstance person where there's a dead person right here. The nigga's car's open. It's a crime scene. So let's cut. That's for all intents and purposes. That's what it is. It's a crime scene. So he's not gonna just be walking home from the store, nigga, and just see these niggas doing shit. Most brothers or sisters would have automatically known that what was happening and veered off and kept it moving, or turned completely the fuck around and went a completely different way. They're not gonna walk right up to the crime scene where the apparent cleanup crew is. Here go the dude in the white and black talking to the shooter, the dude who just came out of the corner who wasn't even on your screen. And they're talking. He's probably telling them where he stashed the pistol or whatever. And the guy in white and black is going back towards where the shooter came from. Here go the shooter going towards this car. So more than likely, the dude in the black and white is going back to the car or whatever the dude where he stashed the pistol or whatever to make sure he gets rid of everything so that, you know what I'm saying, don't nobody, nothing get linked to nobody. That's exactly what's going on. So basically at this point, it's Wax is calling it a hit, and I'm calling it a hit that went bad. And basically these brothers was called in to clean shit up. And this car, one of the cars I think is what's broke down. And this is Zack's car right here. They're just up in this nigga's car. So they're looking for something. It's something that they're looking for in his car. And here we go again. If you look over here at this dude who's still, who's still giving orders, but never got out of the car. Never got out of the car to be seen, which was smart of him. But they still all up in dude's car. That's the dude in the brown, still in his car, looking for something. And it's something else that's going on that we don't know about, because it doesn't take that many people to handle. No, it don't take that many people to handle a random shooting. Not to mention, let's say if it's a random shooting and you shot somebody's little brother shot somebody and they called you. He called you and said, "Look, man, I shot somebody. Blah 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 blah. I need your help. What do I do?" And you run out there to try to help him clean up or hide something or whatever. You're not gonna be going through the victim's car, through the dead man's car. That's something you definitely not gonna be doing in a random shooting that went, or you just shot him and it went bad, or a robbery that went bad. Why is niggas a whole nother set of came out to handle the situation, basically help you in the situation? And these niggas is actually, if you look at what's actually happening and actually going on, these dudes that's an official cleanup crew, yo. The shooter came from around the fucking corner, comes from around the corner, Gets in, starts mingling and doing whatever to this car, which apparently is attached with these brothers who have come up to assist the shooter in whatever the fuck it is that they're doing. Either robbing Zack, like basically Zack TV is more than just Zack TV. This basically what this is saying is that Zack TV is more than Zack TV. Zack TV was involved in something on some sort of street level. There's no way around that shit. There's absolutely no way around it. There's no way around, because what's happened, these things don't happen to regular civilians, yo. These things, excuse me, the regular people. These things don't just happen to regular people. Especially the looking in his car. When the dude made a beeline to his car, that's what showed everything. Hold on, guys. Let me answer this one. Hello? Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, whatever's easier for you. But let me wrap this live stream up real quick. You live with me now. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm not gonna spend all night. I told you guys we are going to cover this again. I promise. It's just well, not. I don't have tonight a bunch of time tonight to go through it like I want to go through it. But I'm just getting you guys acclimated to what we're going to be going through with this, because there's no way that all these dudes would be out here, which is a cleanup crew. There's no way all these dudes would be out here, man, just for some random shooting. Like Zack TV, there's something that's going on with that. There's like brother was in it, had to have been in the streets in some way, or he's being someone thinks that he is so much that they would do this. Like again, here goes. This is I bet my bottom dollar, yo, this is the shooter right here. Because he comes the way he comes from around the corner after they're over there doing what they're doing. The brother in the brown who got out of the passenger side right here, who made a fucking beeline right to dude's car and is in there. Another dude wearing black and white is in there. There's a brother right here, or whoever's still in the car right here, who's basically, for all intents and purposes, giving the orders and telling people what to do. Keep looking here. You do this, because this nigga's like running back and forth. And here come a shooter. So like I said, this is the shooter. This is not a random person walking up on a crime scene. That's not a random person walking up on a crime scene. He even opened the door for a split second and said something to him and closed it back. But that's the shooter. That's the shooter right there. Bet my bottom dollar on it. Bet my bottom dollar on it. That's the shooter. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Shane TV East Watch. What up, L Boogie? Woo! Chemo, Norma, everybody that kept Quad, everybody that came through and fucked with me. Working Black Man Channel. I don't buy bull. Students of Life, Van Digital, Sugar and Spice, Leonard, Sakamo still has a bone to pick with you. Bill was in the building. What's going on? Was D Prince in here? I could have swore I seen my G. his name in here. Yo, to everybody, Lady SI, everybody who came through, man, we're going to go on this and dive through this a little bit more. So this was just like the opening string for this, but right here, you can see again in the corner, if you watch the video again, that was the shooter. And apparently he walked right up on the crime scene because the cleanup crew was there. Shame TV Eastwatch, that is my take on it. I used the video video evidence, footage from my brother Wax channel, and so salute to that dude. But other than that, man, it's obvious that Zack TV was into something other than just making YouTube videos, because the way they was going through that brother's car, man, they were looking for something specific. And you don't have a whole hit squad and cleanup crew come up just for some random shooting. Shame TV Eastwatch, glad you guys came through.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I'm gonna holler back at you guys.